Welcome to another edition of the Dementia Care Partner Talk Show. Now, here's dementia care expert Teepa Snow and your host, Greg Phelps.
Hello and welcome to the Dementia Care Partners podcast. My name is Greg Phelps. Joining me once again is dementia care expert Teepa Snow. And Teepa, your work has taken you probably to every state in the US, most provinces in Canada, trips to England and Australia, Timbuktu, and a few other places. Is there any one country that you visited that impressed you the most with their approach to dementia? Has somebody made a real commitment as a nation to trying to deal with some people call it an epidemic, but it's not really an epidemic?
Yeah, interesting question, Greg. I mean, I must be honest, we were just in Chile in May, and we had a national coming together conference that I presented at for most of the day. They had two other providers, a psychiatrist and a physician who presented. And we were really addressing sort of at a national level where they are and what they wish was different. That being said, they haven't been able to move it forward at the rate they would like to, but they are aware of it and they are at a national level committed to care, which is different than committing to the research to cure. I mean, both have value, but if what we're doing is putting all the money into the research to cure, then we might be missing opportunities to support people who are living in that time when we do have dementia. Japan has done some interesting things, but what I would say is it's never a country, it's people in a country. It's a group in a country. It's a special individual in that country. I mean, we have evidence in different countries of amazing projects, amazing efforts being made. But I would say in almost all countries, the country wants to claim credit when it's the effort and work done by a small group. And you look at the rest of the country and you go, oh, okay. So this is the pilot, huh? Okay, so how are you going to implement the pilot everywhere? And it's like, well, we thought this was good. And it's like, it is. It's great. How are you going to take that and spread it so it becomes the practice, the thing that we do? And it's like, oh, yeah. Well, right now we're really just enjoying that we got this one up and running. And it's like, I I hear you. Um, but they're pockets. It's pockets everywhere, is what I would say. The most notable thing is there is no national program that I can point to and go, wow, boy, do they have it right. Everybody should just go there and do what they do. I'd say, wow, we've learned a lot, but we aren't implementing what we know at all in many
So
places.
if you had a wish list, would it be to be able to talk to the national minister for some of these topics that we talk about? Or see, we're
Mm.
very bureaucratic. We have municipalities and we have
Yeah,
province
yeah,
and then we
yeah.
have the federal government and then we have the Senate and blah, blah, blah. So who do you address to actually get things moving forward? Healthcare is generally a provincial responsibility in Canada.
Yeah.
In the States, is it state by state, other
It's very
countries?
similar. I mean, we have our national programs, but in fact, how it's implemented is state by state for sure. I mean, just like in very different provinces. I mean, every province I've been into in Canada is like, and no, we don't do it that way. It's like, oh, okay, okay. Well, so how do you do it? Well, we've got it down. It's like, okay, let me see. The challenge with just talking to the top tier is they don't know what's really going on. Sorry, they just don't, and they live in a 4-year cycle. So they're fighting for survival all the time. They get in and then they're already looking at how do I stay in. If they're political, if they're not political, they're managing budgets, but their budgets are already allocated frequently. So getting a shift or a change there is a challenge. We used to look to educational institutions where you could get a grant, research, show people something, and that could then get moved forward. But it appears that with all the misinformation, one of our other sessions, that's out there, it's hard to know what is right and real and what is fake. And so that's sort of much more difficult to do than it used to be. And for those who are actually in the weeds providing and doing a great job of doing it, they're so busy doing that. it's hard to find the space, time, and advocacy for stepping up. So, I mean, we're working with people living with in organizations. We're working with family members and home providers. We're working with program providers and general providers of residential and other care. We're trying to build this up based on skill. And it's hard because people want to say they're doing something, and then you look and it's like, huh, okay. So you were saying about everybody really was engaged all day. There's a lot of recliners, and there's a lot of people in the recliners, and the people in the recliners seem to have their eyes closed. One of them's watching a movie, and three are like really deep asleep, and the others are sort of trying to get out of the chair and being told to sit back down because it's not time to get up yet. That wasn't the engagement I was hoping for.
Do we actually call those Broda traps now? Because they're not necessarily Broda chairs, they're Broda traps.
No, they're just
you
traps.
trap your senior in it, and they're there for the day unless
then
you do
have
something
enough
with them.
time that if you see them starting to get up out of that seating, because the seating is a bit of a challenge to get out of, it buys you time to get over there and tell them to, oh, you're trying to get up. Okay, let's see where you want to go. Come with me. Versus sit down, put your feet back up. No, it's not time to get up yet. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not, I wish I were kidding. But the number of locations I've walked into where that's the case far exceeds the number where I see somebody say, oh, Emilio, you're ready to get up. Tell you what, let's head this way. Oh, while we're up, why don't we go ahead and go to the men's room? Not going to happen.
Teepa, apparently on our program today, we have not solved any country's problems, any state, any province, anything else. So if we can solve some small problems, can I pick up the phone? Can I get online with you like this? How can I get some help?
You could connect with us, or you could, if you're a self-starter, go ahead to the YouTube channel, see what all you can find, come to our website. If you do want to have a connection and get some pointers and sort of figure out, okay, where am I and where do I want to be, I would recommend a quick connect, and let's sort of have a conversation about what makes sense for you right now.
Teepa, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
You've been listening to the Dementia Care Partners podcast, brought to you by Positive Approach to Care. For more information, go to teepasnow.com.